Hey everybody, this is Kelly of Kelly Say Stories, and now I'm going to talk to you about Jussie Smollett. Now, for the last couple of weeks, as you may know, that Jussie has been in the news lately because he said that some people from the MAGA political party, which is Make America Great Again, which is basically attached to Donald Trump, I believe, but they're like some extreme Trump supporters, I believe. But anyways, he claimed that some guys in some MAGA hats had attacked him and said racial slurs to him, and also said homophobic slurs to him as well. And that they put a noose around his neck and beat him up and put bleach on him. So that's what he claimed. And then he even went for an interview and claimed the same thing. And then because of that, a lot of people felt like he was lying because they didn't see anything like that happen to him. And there were cameras around, and the cameras didn't pick up on that particular incident. And then people said that they saw some guys that was walking across the street. Then there was a situation where these two guys that was from Nigeria, two brothers, who happened to be extras on the show Empire, and they were saying that they saw those guys at a store buying a noose and buying other things that would have been used in the incident, and that they claimed that Jussie had paid those guys to stage this particular incident. And now, fast forwarding to this point of the mayor of Chicago, Emmanuel, he is mad and he wants to sue Jussie for $150,000 because he used taxpayers' money to investigate the incident and to go to court over this. And he has been caught saying that this is whitewashing of this situation, and that he's really upset about this whole situation about Jussie, and he really feels that Jussie had lied about this. And also the police chief is also angry about this whole situation as well. And Jussie was facing 64 years for prison time with 16 counts for basically lying about the situation. That's what the Chicago police were saying. That's the charges that they were trying to bring up against him. They was basically saying that he lied in the police report. And so that was the whole issue. But somebody that remains a mystery so far had basically helped him, and prosecutors and other lawyers alike, they said that this is unprecedented. They never seen anything like this before. And some people are saying, or they're alluding to, or they think that Michelle Obama, somebody in her camp, had helped him out. That's what they believe. Is that true? I don't know. But the issue is with this situation is that there's a lot of people that experience hate crimes for being gay or being black. And that's what the issue is with Jussie. That it's like he was the boy that cried wolf and said that, oh, I was attacked because of my race, I was attacked because of my sexuality. And that is very problematic, especially when you have people every day that are being raped or killed or thrown in jail because of their race or their sexuality. And to have a person to come out and to make these claims, which are very strong claims, is very serious. And it puts people that are considered as black or considered as the a part of the LGBT community, it puts them in a position where people may give them the side eye and may not want to believe them when an actual incident does happen. Now, I will have some clips behind my commentary. Tell me what you think. Like, share, and subscribe.
Facts and present them to the state's attorney. That's what we did. I stand behind the detective's investigation. I'll let Mayor Emanuel comment further.
One thing is not only do I support the hard work of our police officers, the defective units, but I'd like to remind everybody, a grand jury indicted this individual based on only a piece of the evidence that the police had collected in that period of time. So a grand jury actually brought the charges. I think on two things I'd like to say, or three things I'd like to say. One, on financial costs, this $10,000 doesn't even come close to what the city spent in resources to actually look over the camera, gather all the data, gather all the information that actually brought the indictment by the grand jury on many, multiple different charges. Second is what I would call the ethical costs. And the ethical costs is you have, as a person who was in the House of Representatives when we tried to pass the Shepard legislation that dealt with hate crimes, putting them on the books, that President Obama then signed into law, to then use those very laws and the principles and values behind the Matthew Shepard hate crimes legislation to self-promote your career is a cost that comes to all the individuals, gay men and women, who will come forward and one day say they were a victim of a hate crime who now will be doubted. People of faith, Muslim or any other religious faith, who will be a victim of hate crimes. People that of all walks of life and backgrounds, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation. Now this casts a shadow of whether they're telling the truth. And he did this all in the name of self-promotion. And he used the laws of the hate crime legislation that all of us collectively over years have put on the books to stand up to be the values that embody what we believe in. This is a whitewash of justice.
I just made a couple notes. First of all, I want to thank my family, my friends, the incredible people of Chicago and all over the country and the world who have prayed for me, who have supported me, who've shown me so much love. No one will ever know how much that has meant to me, and I will forever be grateful. I want you to know that not for a moment was it in vain. I've been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one. I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I've been accused of. This has been an incredibly difficult time, honestly one of the worst of my entire life. But I am a man of faith, and I'm a man that has knowledge of my history, and I would not bring my family, our lives, or the movement through a fire like this. I just wouldn't. So I want to thank my legal counsel from the bottom of my heart. And I would also like to thank the state of Illinois for attempting to do what's right. Now, I'd like nothing more than to just get back to work and move on with my life. But make no mistakes, I will always continue to fight for the justice, equality, and betterment of marginalized people everywhere. So again, thank you for all the support. Thank you for faith, and thank you to God. Bless y'all. Thank you very much.